In ancient China, it was tradition that a prince had to be married before he could become crowned emperor. There was a prince who was about to be crowned. So he needed to find a young woman whom he could trust and get married to. Once there was a prince who had to be crowned in a few days, so the prince decided to summon all the young women from his kingdom in order to find the most worthy candidate. There was an old lady who used to serve at the palace. When she heard the news, she got sad because she knew her daughter nurtured a secret love for the prince. After getting home, she told her daughter about it. Her daughter decided that she would go to the palace. The old lady got worried after knowing her decision. An old lady said to her daughter, "What will you do there? All the beautiful and rich girls from the kingdom will be present there." Daughter replied, "Mother, I know I won't be chosen, but it's my only chance to spend time with Prince, and that makes me happy. I will go to the palace tomorrow." Next day, when the young girl reached the palace, she saw young women from all around the kingdom were present there, wearing beautiful clothes and jewelry, prepared to do anything to seize this opportunity to marry the prince. In the presence of all members of the court and girls, the prince announced a challenge. He said, "I will give you each a seed. After 6 months, the young woman who brings me the loveliest flower will be my wife and future empress." All the girls took seeds and left. The poor young girl also took her seed and planted it in a pot. She nurtured and took care of it with love. She believed that her love was true and that her flower would grow as large as her love for the prince. The girl saw that no shoot appeared even after 3 months had passed and nothing had grown in her pot. A young girl consulted farmers and peasants, but nothing happened. With each day, she felt that her dreams had moved further away. At last 6 months were over and still nothing had grown in that pot. She knew she had no flower to show, still she decided to go back to the palace with that pot. She reached the palace on final day. On the final day, all court members and girls arrived. She saw that all the other candidates had wonderful results, and each one had a lovely flower. She was the only one holding a flowerless pot. Finally, Prince entered the courtroom, inspected all candidates' pots, and announced the result. He chose the servant's daughter, a poor young girl, as his would-be wife. All the other girls present got angry and protested that she had nothing in her pot and that the prince had chosen someone who had not managed to grow anything at all. Prince calmed them down and explained the reason. The prince said, "This young woman was the only one who cultivated the flower that made her worthy of becoming the empress, the flower of honesty. All the seeds I handed out were sterile, and nothing could ever have grown from them." Moral of the story: we should not feel disappointed if things don't go the way we think they should be. We should have confidence and stay honest and truth, because honesty is the best policy.